Honestly, YouTube is not that hard. It's only hard if you're not showing up as the real you in an authentic way. And I really feel like it's easy to compare yourself with all these YouTubers on here and think about their tone, their personality, their language, their lingo, and how they, have their own cadence and voice and just everything over on the camera. And it can sometimes make you feel like you're not that engaging, or who you are may be a little boring. But no, who you are is for someone else to benefit from, because everyone has an audience. And I truly do believe that. Everyone is not for everyone though, but everyone's voice has someone that is waiting for them to start talking, to start sharing, to start teaching. And I really do feel like when we get past that place of comparing, then we can really step into who we are when it comes to creating content on YouTube. Because listen, for me, I have always watched YouTube. Like college days, I was typing up my favorite YouTubers and vloggers, and I could not wait to watch their content. And it really inspired me to start one. But I knew for me, I had to do something different, because I wanted to really show who I am, but I also wanted to show what I do, like with photography and now incorporating like my art into it. But I also wanted to be engaging, because in real life, real time, I am funny, I am silly, I am, random. I will have a thought out of the sky and it'll be random and I'll bring it into the conversation. Please ask my sisters, y'all, because they know, and my cousin and my friends. But I really wanted to show that. And then also when it came to my photography content, I had got a comment on here that said, finally a real person talking about a camera. And y'all, that was the best comment I could ever receive. You want to know why? Because I didn't want to be this robotic teacher or this person that made knowing about photography so like professional, if that makes sense. Even though I've been a photographer for 8.5 years, going on 9, and now I'm in that professional status, I just wanted to feel relatable. I wanted to feel like we're talking on FaceTime, like we're talking about something that a 5-year-old could understand. And yeah, that was just my goal. And now the train is going by as we're talking about this great conversation. Thank you, Metro, once again. But yeah, I just didn't want to be that person. I know how it is to be like in school, in college, and just listening to this lecture and they're monotone, and I'm not even going against people that have like a very monotone voice. But you know what I'm trying to say, where you are literally sitting there and your mind is disconnecting. You're scrolling on your phone, going on TikTok, Instagram, wherever else you want to go, checking your emails, because you're just not engaged. And also it doesn't feel like you can really relate to what they're saying. It just feels like they're just saying something to you and not really making you a part of it. And that was my goal on YouTube, was to really just make people feel like they can get a piece of Ashley and know who she is, with what she shows us, and feel like they're a part of this community, a part of my channel, because you guys are. And so when it comes to starting YouTube, I really do believe that you have got to get into the mode of who you are. And we don't even realize sometimes that we can be out here pretending. We don't even know it. I was that person, and I'll come home drained because I knew I was trying to be a people pleaser, or I was just trying to pretend to accommodate somebody's personality if I was out at an event or something. But no, guys. We can't carry that over into YouTube, because people are going to feel it. When you pick up that camera, they're going to know it. And yeah, because we're born skeptics. We really are. That's just how the human race is. And until you prove us wrong, then we'll be able to believe you. So yeah, the most important thing is just really understanding who you are so you can know who your audience is. I think another thing that can really stop us from really thriving here on YouTube is not knowing what to post, not knowing what to do. And I really just want you to look on your life and think about what is something that is interesting. it may not be interesting to you, but it may be interesting to someone else. Some people, they may be stay-at-home moms and they're vlogging their life, or they're telling people about how it is to juggle 3 kids. It could be a college student that is waking up at 3 a.m. for their class because the class has to start at 5 a.m. but they got to walk all the way across campus. That's interesting, you know. Or maybe you are an artist, a designer, a videographer, a photographer like me, and you just want to showcase what you have, like what kind of equipment you have, what you do to start a painting, what you do to start sewing, or start you know, a new interior design project. Like, that's interesting. And I really do feel like we need to just realize it's not that hard. It's not that complicated. Like, I think that is the part that we have to just get over, is stop getting in our head so much and really realize that who we are is valuable enough. We have gone through certain life experiences that we can talk about, of course, with your comfortability level. Not just sharing everything and oversharing if you don't want to, because there are some people that like to overshare and there's an audience for that. But there are just so many things that we have lived through that people can benefit from. And that's how I kind of look at it when it comes to YouTube, is that I have lived a life so far and I have made mistakes. I have, you know, hit the nail on the head for certain things in a good way. I have, you know, did some trial and error through relationships, through just everything. And I really do feel like people need to hear it, because it's nothing like being able to hear someone else's testimony or their story of triumph or how they're getting through things. Because we all need community, and we all need to know that we're not alone in this world, in certain trials that we've been through, that we need relation. We just do. And so YouTube really helps me to be able to relate to people that I've never met, and to, you know, cast my net into a big reach of people that I may never even meet, you know. Most likely I won't meet, but I'll meet here, and I'm really grateful for that. And so when it comes to that YouTube, just go ahead and do it. If you've been thinking about doing it, just start, guys. You are valuable in who you are. There is something in you that someone is waiting for you to share about, that will be able to transform their life. Because listen, like I said before, everybody's voice is not for everyone. I can't hear everyone when I'm listening to certain teachers. There are certain teachers online that I can hear, and then there are some others that I can't hear. And it's not really just meaning physical hearing. It's more so in that spirit hearing. And that's just normal. That's nothing to be mad about, sad about. That's just real. And so, yes, I would just encourage you to start. Do not be intimidated by other vloggers. Get that out of your mind. Have a tunnel vision about your channel, what you want to be doing and saying, and help somebody. If that is the biggest thing that I can say, is when you're thinking about your YouTube, is how can I help somebody or serve my community in a way of information and value? And that's going to do good in itself. So yeah, I really encourage you to do that. Now, this video is for those that have been thinking about doing YouTube and you felt stuck, or you felt like you weren't valuable enough. This isn't really for those that don't feel like they need to go on camera, because listen, a lot of people don't feel like that's their strong suit. Maybe you want to be a writer and you do blogs, or maybe you want to do voiceovers rather than showing your face. That is so totally up to you. But I'm talking to those that know that in this next year they want to expand who they are and show up, you know, on a video form. This is for you. So look at me as a person. I started my YouTube in 2020. Oh no, I think it was 2019. 2019. And I started vlogging, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna take this seriously. Then 2021 comes, I kind of dial back. 2022 comes in, and I go a little bit more harder. I dial back again. 2023 comes in again, and I just go straight ham. And then this year, I've been just continuing to post, because I really, 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 really love YouTube, and it has a piece of my heart for where it, you know, started for me in college. And I just want to be able to give back. And for the people that I've been able to build with on here is priceless. Priceless. So I'm really, really grateful for that. So yeah, my journey, you know, I had my moments where I was like, okay, life is getting in the way, or I don't have that much capacity right now and I had to pull back. But now it's at the space where God has given me the grace to do it. And I'm just so, so, so happy to do so. So I would just say, be authentically you. Show up as yourself. You won't have to pretend, and you won't have this drain of energy if you just show up as you and not try to sound like anyone else, not try to be like anyone else, and really know that the way you explain something, the way you show up is so needed. It really is. Not just here on YouTube, in your actual life. The way you show up, somebody is looking at that you may not even know. It could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be a niece, a nephew, a cousin that may be looking at you and being like, remember when Joe does that at the parties? Like, I remember how he does that. I like that. Or remember how, you know, Sarah does this when she's reading and she really knows how to like help us. I don't know, like, y'all, now I'm just talking, but you're valuable. You are so valuable, and I really want y'all to know that, especially when it comes to putting yourself out there when you know it is your time. So yeah, get that camera. And also, here's another thing. Do not, when I tell you, do not get caught up in the camera and the quality. Get your phone. When I first started, I started with my iPhone doing vlogs, and it was so fun. I was going to the grocery store, I was doing all this stuff, and the iPhone really had some good quality. So please don't let that be an excuse as well. Get that camera out and do what you have to do. And there's apps like on the iPhone, like iMovie, in which you can edit right there on your phone, or you can go on CapCut or Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, all these editing services that will get that video chopped up and cut for you, okay? So yeah, don't let that stop you either. And for me, I had to advance, you know, slowly. I started with my camera. I started with my phone, and then I was able to advance to a vlog camera, which you are, you know, seeing me on right now. And it's a journey, but some people just need to see you. And think about what goes viral. A lot of videos that go viral are not from a professional camera. They are from the phone. Like, we have got to think about it. It's really about the value. It's about the content inside of the video. So don't get caught up on that. You got this. You have, just use what you have right now and work your way up. At every level that you're going to be at, someone needs you. And that goes with your craft, that goes with your occupation, your skills. At every single level, somebody is going to need your skill at where it is, okay? So let's just knock out this comparison for this new year and for this new season in your life, and let's get to this YouTube. Let's get to showing who you are. Someone needs you. Someone needs you. Someone needs you.